Oh, what's good, fam? Look, I used to think that girls rejected me because I wasn't attractive enough, I wasn't tall enough, I was fat as fuck, I didn't make enough money, I didn't have riz, I wasn't funny enough, all of these different things. But what I didn't realize that I've learned now is that they could sense that I didn't feel worthy. I knew deep down that I was like, damn, these girls is fine as fuck that I want, and I don't really think I measure up to them. And they could sense that. I didn't know that before. And honestly, what y'all gotta understand, I don't know if any of you all can relate to this, but you gotta understand, it's all about your energy. That's what they respond to. It ain't all about dating and everything else. It's about your level of self-worth. Because I can promise you, your quality of relationships is gonna come down to your quality of self-worth and how you feel about yourself. And that's really what this thing boils down to. And I'm gonna share with y'all the three biggest lessons and the things I've learned when it comes down to self-worth and how that affects your dating life based on my own experiences. And I even got my notes, so y'all bear with me because I don't wanna miss anything. I really want y'all to understand because there's so many of y'all that struggle with this, and I'm gonna break this thing down so that I can help you all understand what it is you need to understand so that you can show up when you come across these beautiful girls that you want to date, and you can carry the right energy, the right vibe, where it really boils down to give yourself the best opportunity. So we're gonna get right into it, man. The first thing I need y'all to understand is it's all about how you feel about yourself. People are gonna mirror and match how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. So what I mean by this is, if you have insecurities, case in point, like for me, I was always the fat kid. I was always the one that was the butt of everybody's joke. I was broke as fuck, made me insecure. I had a whole lot of other things, growing up not having both of my parents. So a lot of different things. And I didn't feel like I was worth it, man. I thought, man, the fact that I'm fat, I'm out of shape, I thought I was ugly, and deep down, I didn't feel worthy. So by nature, every time I showed up and went to a girl, I didn't feel that way, and I got rejected. I just thought, damn, she ain't want to fuck with me. She don't like me or whatever. And don't get me wrong, some of them, it may just have been that I'm just not their cup of tea. But I can tell you from firsthand experience, there have been several times where I missed out on opportunities, and where the girl, I found out down the road that there were girls that were interested in me as well. I didn't know that at the time, but I didn't even try because I didn't think I was worthy. And that kept me from even putting myself in a situation. So if you find yourself nervous, hesitant, you fear rejection, you don't even go for the girls that you want, you got to ask yourself, do you really feel worthy? Because 9 times out of 10, you ain't going for the girl you want because you have a low level of self-worth, and you don't believe that you're worthy of having a girl like that. And what's going to happen until you clean this up, you're going to keep having situations where you see attractive girls, and one of a few things are gonna happen. You either not even gonna shoot your shot at all, you're gonna shoot your shot, but you're gonna shoot your shot in a way where you timid, you not authentic and the real you, or you're gonna come from a seeking approval type of energy where you're not just trying to create a spark and see if there's any potential there. You coming looking for her acceptance of you or approval because you don't think that you're enough, which that's gonna get into my second point, a perfect segue. That's what happens a lot of times, man. Y'all fuck up because y'all are looking for a girl's approval and validation, and that's where the fear comes from. That's where, and the fear leads to rejection. If you fear something, that's what you're gonna attract. So understand, that's another thing, man. It ain't just the fact that you have low self-worth, but that's what you really got to clean up, man. And understand, if you don't hear nothing else, they gonna mirror and match how you feel. You don't think you worthy, she ain't gonna think you worthy. You don't think you him, she ain't gonna think you him. you don't think you worth a piece of shit, she may not say that, but she ain't gonna think much of you. So when you raise your level of self-worth and how you feel about yourself, and I'm not talking about no bullshit, just saying something, I mean you truly feel that shit in your soul, in your chest, where that's the energy you give off and how you walk, your body language, all of that. When you get that shit together, every attractive girl, well not every, but you know what I'm saying, a lot of attractive girls, they gonna match you right where you at. So understand that, man. And the next thing is chasing validation. I need y'all to understand that kills attraction. Please understand that. That's probably one of the biggest things I did. Because like I told y'all a second ago, I wouldn't even go for a girl, or I couldn't figure out why I was nervous. There was a point in time I struggled with eye contact. I couldn't speak the way I really wanted to, authentically, unapologetically. I spent a lot of time with girls trying to find the right things to say, all because I wanted her to fuck with me. I knew like, damn, if I got this girl, if I bag this baddie, I'm him. I'm that, you know what I want to say. I'm a black guy, so fuck it, I'ma say it. I'm that nigga. So like, and some of y'all have things that y'all say or whatever. But that's the energy that I carried when I would deal with and try and approach girls that I wanted. And I couldn't figure out why I kept getting rejected. It's because anytime you go into a situation where you approach a beautiful girl that you would be interested in dating or talking to, and you don't approve of yourself and you're not going with the energy of, you know what, this is an attractive girl, let me just go in and see if there's anything there and offer her an invitation into your world. If you come off anything outside of that and you just looking for her to approve of you and you only want her, and not to say only want her because you may be attractive, but a big part of you wanting her is to validate that, damn, if I pull her, I got it, I'm somebody, you're gonna get rejected every time, I promise you. Because they can smell that shit, bro. Just like a shark can smell blood. I don't know how, but they can smell that shit, I promise you. So you gotta make sure that you showing up not out of neediness or needing approval, but the fact that, you know what, I'm him, this girl is attractive just like me. Let me see if we got a spark or there's something that's potentially there. That's it. Man, let me tell y'all something. I recently had a situation and where that showed up. I had a gym crush. I've been eyeing her for months. You know, not anything major. When I first started seeing her, it was just, damn, she's a cute blonde girl, which is one of my types or whatever. Blonde, blue eyes. And there was one time where I noticed, this was a couple of months ago, where she noticed me. It was something where I could tell, like, she noticed me. And then one day I ended up meeting her through one of the staff that works at the gym. Had a conversation. She had some crazy shit going on. Just gave her some words of encouragement. That, I guess, broke the ice or whatever. Because from then, we started saying, like, hailing each other and saying what's up. When I'd see her, because I go to the gym every day. She's in the gym every day. And most people in our gym aren't everyday people that go to the gym every day. Long story short, I don't want to drag this out. It gradually built to a point where I could tell it was something there where it didn't make sense not to shoot my shot. I delayed, I fucked up, making excuses, all because, like I told y'all earlier, if you don't feel like you're worthy, you're gonna find excuses, or you're gonna do something to fuck it up, or you're gonna do something that's gonna get you rejected, or move out of fear of rejection, which I did. So I delayed the whole process just because I was like, man, this girl, she fine as fuck, this pretty ass blonde girl. And I know I built myself with my lifestyle, with my physique, everything. I built myself into a person that she would find attractive. But the old me still felt like that got rejected all of those years in the past, still felt like I wasn't worthy of that. I hadn't cleaned up that level of my self-worth where I built that up to where it needed to be, and it showed. Fast forward, I eventually ended up seeing her one day outside of the gym after seeing her in the gym that particular day and not going for the number close and inviting her. And the crazy part is I wasn't that deep with it, bro. All I wanted to do was to tell her, look, every time we talk, it's always a great vibe. I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out sometime. I think we'd have a good time outside of the gym as well. Simple, low pressure. That's all I wanted to do. But I had to clean up those fears based off of seeking approval, like I told y'all, and building up my self-worth higher to where it needed to be. Long story short, I eventually did what I needed to do. I was walking the dog down by the harborfront walkway at sunset, perfect setting, and blowing the hole. Who did I see walking down in the distance? And I was like, man, y'all dog. When I saw her, I was like, you have gotta be fucking kidding me. I swear to God. And I was like, this is it. I got to stand on business now. Ain't no way I'm getting out of this shit. I'm fucking cooked if I don't. Talked to her, chopped it up like we normally do. A great vibe. And I told her just what I told y'all. I extended an invitation. She was with it. It was almost like she was waiting on it. So I did that. Long story short, fast forward. Few days down the road, I sent her a voice note because I don't do all that texting. I'm old school, and I think it's better if you either call a girl, talk to her, set a date up in person, or send a voice note. Let her hear your voice or do something where she can see you and really feel your presence. So I got on my phone, I sent her a voice note, let her know. I forgot to mention that I go out to the beach on Sunday evenings for my evening cardio at sunset, walking on the beach. And we talked about how we both enjoy walking at sunset at waterfront parks. And my city has a lot of different waterfront settings and stuff. So I thought it was low pressure, a perfect thing that was around something that we both share as a common interest. And I sent her, extended the invitation, low pressure. I let her know, look, I'm going to be out here. If you're not busy and this is something you're interested in, you should come join me. And nothing. That was like a Friday. Friday went, Saturday went, Sunday went, nothing. And it not only did it fuck with me because I still felt those wounds that I haven't fully healed yet with my self-worth. I felt it because it made me start feeling like, damn, another rejection. You know, I'm not worthy. She rejected me because I'm not it for her or whatever. And then not just that, like I told y'all, she goes to the gym every day, but she stopped going to the gym. I didn't see her for like 4 or 5 days, nothing. So my brain started thinking, man, what the fuck? Did she change her gym time because she's trying to avoid me? Damn, did I fuck up? And now like all of these thoughts that I was playing in my head. Why? Because my self-worth wasn't where it needs to be. And like I shared with y'all earlier, girls can smell and sense that. And I'm almost certain I would put my head on a chopping block. Somewhere deep down, she could tell, even though I wasn't needy, that I still have part of me that seeks my level of approval and validation. And that's how God works. If you believe in God, that's how God works. Or if you don't, that's how life works. Life is going to put you in situations and it's going to give you people that cross paths in your life that's going to be a mirror. They're going to show you just what the fuck you are or what you not. And if you got holes, if you got wounds or whatever the case is, all that shit is going to be like a flashlight. All life is going to do is just point a flashlight on that spot of you where you still got wounds or something that needs to heal. That's what I'm telling you. Working on your level of self-worth is critical. If you don't have that shit right, your relationships ain't going nowhere. If you don't hear nothing else or get anything else from this video, understand that the quality of your self-worth will be a direct reflection of your quality of relationships. I promise you. So you gotta raise your standards, man. I'm trying to make sure I got everything that I don't miss anything. And it's like, you gotta lift everything. You gotta make sure that you're the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. All of those areas. What I did was I fixed my mentality first. I fixed my body, and I thought I was good. I didn't realize, damn. And it was crazy because a lot of people that have seen my transformation over the last few years have been like, damn, they see me getting better, getting more money, getting more success, working on myself. But yet I kept struggling with relationships. Yet I couldn't go for the girls I want. Yet I kept struggling with rejection. And some of my folks, they were like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, you should not be timid. You should not feel like you're not worthy of this. Like I said, your self-worth. If you dealt with shit in your past, please don't think that shit is just going away. If you don't work on it, that shit is going to haunt you, and it's going to show up in every interaction, in every dating scenario that you come across. You can take that shit to the bank. So you got to raise your level of self-worth if you want to raise your level and your quality of relationships. So understand that, and please just take that into account. If you got wounds, take time to deal with whatever you dealt with, whatever age that was. Write a letter to yourself. There's a lot of different methods that there are out there that you can heal the wound so that you can show up to that dream girl that you want, or these different beautiful girls that you want to date, and be the best version of yourself, free of seeking approval, validation, and fear and rejection. That's actually what my whole program is about. If any of y'all are struggling with these areas, I need y'all to, I'm going to drop the link in the description below. I need y'all to tap in, or if you need one-on-one coaching, follow me over on Instagram. I've got some guides that I want to give you all. I've got free content and free flyers and different things that'll help you. And I offer one-on-one coaching as well, because there's a lot of people out there that struggle with these things just like me. And that's what I built this community over here for. And this is a family, man. Like, I know what it's like to be in pain and struggling and suffering from not having the dating life that I want, wanting the girls and just not being able to let loose and be that guy that I always was built to be. So if that sounds like you and you're struggling, I need y'all to go follow me on IG. Hit that subscribe button too, because I tap in every week, man. Every week, especially on Thursdays, and bring a lot of healing that's gonna help you. So y'all make sure that y'all do that, and let me help you turn your life up, turn your dating life up, and build your self-worth and your self-esteem and your confidence to where you can be that dom, that lit-ass, fire-ass guy that your dream girl is just dying to have. So, man, let me let y'all know. Every man who struggles in dating think it's looks. It's not, bro. 90% of the time, it's your self-worth. You know, and I can tell y'all from experience, the moment I worked on that, everything changed. And the same thing can happen for you, man. So understand that. Take all of this with heed, and understand your life, where you go, what you do, and what you have in your life. That's 100% on you, fam. And I promise you got it. If you do the work, you got it. So without further ado, y'all comment, subscribe, help me get this out to a lot of other guys, or even ladies that may suffer as well. Help me get this message out, and let's build this family, because this shit is a family over here. So that's all I got, man. Until next time, peace and love.